All right, y'all. So there needs to be a wall behind the fridge, and the ceiling's already installed. And trying to match that with measuring is going to be a pita, because I want it to be just one piece of plywood.
What does pita mean?
Pain in the ace. What I'm going to do is I'm going to unscrew all these board slats, the last ones. Now there's not that many. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'll unscrew all these 8. I'll set them all here in order so that they stay in order. And then I'm
changing.
You're changing?
I have no pants.
She has no pants right now. All right, so the wall's gonna come to right here. And the reason why I want to take these down is because it's easier for me to just build the top of the wall up into the ceiling. And then after it's up in the ceiling, then I'll just trim each one of these boards a little shorter. And then once they're a little shorter, then I'll just install them all and it'll be a lot easier. So I like easy projects. And if a project is hard, I do everything in my power to make it as easy as possible, because let's face it, why work harder when you can work smarter?
Yeah.
All right, now that the fridge is moved, we have access to the boards up here on top. We just need to get the impact driver, remove these guys. All right, now that those are out, we can then measure this whole area, find our square, and then get a board cut to go all the way up to here, notch it out here, and then it'll come down right there. Bridge wall. All right, so now that I've got all my measurements, next thing I do for things like this is map it out. So we've got to figure out which edge is our square edge. I think it's this right one. Yep, that one's square. Let's see if this one's also square. That one is also square. Perfect. All right, so now that I've got the basic design cut out, this is gonna be the bottom, that's gonna be the top right there, and I'm gonna use the map that I made to see where the edges need to be trimmed down.
Oh my God, that's gonna look so beautiful.
Uh-huh.
Beautiful, babe.
Yeah, girl.
Yeah, babe.
Yeah, girl.
Whoa, cool, babe.
Yeah. So now I'm just marking the back of the board here so I know where the studs stop. And then I'll take this back to the barn to rip the long edge.
You're a stud.
Thank you.
Of course. I'm just doing what I do every morning, clearing out the kitchen so that we can work on it. Put all the stuff, I shuttle it back to the bed. And then at night, I take all the stuff off the bed and I put it back. It's nice.
Every day. Back and forth.
Get it, Garcia.
Wash. Wash that dirty plywood. Wash.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
That's cute.
Here we go. All right.
Wow, this is crazy.
Fridge outlet. Gotta turn that off real quick.
Hey. Oh my gosh. Oh.
Thank you.
You remember where all the studs are?
Yeah.
Just joking. Oh yeah. Oh, this is exciting.
Oh yeah.
So exciting.
There we go.
That was pretty close.
You're very close.
Damn!
Damn, girl.
We have a wall.
Yeah, girl.
Sweet. So now Brian is just measuring for his studs. And then he's GRKing it up.
Dirty old GRK.
Now I take the 220 grit, clean up the little wood spikes, slubbers. Prepare the wall for Fabricating.
Prepare the wall. Preparing the wall.
Preparing the wall. Sometimes I gotta pick them off.
I like picking your nose.
Yeah.
Just do a little at a time.
It doesn't really matter that much because this wall's behind the fridge, but
It's on the fridge, folks.
still gonna clean it up a little bit.
Just a little bit.
The paint's still wet.
A little wet. Who has time to watch paint dry, though, Ryder?
Nobody. Alright, you guys get the point. Time to Fabricating the cabinetry. And this wall. I'm pretty much going to Fabricating what we have. Sorry, stuff collapsing and falling in here. I'm going to pretty much Fabricating everything that we have finished in the kitchen so far. Then, when it's time to work on the cupboards and drawers, I'll be ready to just tackle it and the space will be ready. So that's my project for today. Brian's manning the ceiling and this fridge, like mounting it and stuff. And I need to Fabricating that before he finishes up and puts the fridge back. So let's go. All right, Brian.
Let's roll it. Right, the ceiling is put together, y'all. All I did was trim this side of the boards by measuring the distance between the area that it meets right here or wherever the board meets, measuring to the new wall face. For me, it's easier to do that than to try to cut this board to match all of these obscure angles here. Because I'm a little bit lazy at times, and I don't feel like doing the math for all of that.
Smart.
And measuring.
Smart.
Sometimes I'm just a little bit lazy.
Shut up, it's smart. Tell him to stop it. I think it's smart, to be honest.
You're doing a good job there.
It's just like, why would you take the hard route when you could take the easier route, like the downhill route? You want to climb uphill the whole time, or you want to take the downhill?
Downhill skier.
All right. Ooh, come check these out. This looks really good. Brought out those natural tones in the wood.
Speaking of natural tones, the sunlight looks great on your skin.
Thanks, man. All right, here.
Looks like you spent some time on the roof.
I did. I've been stuck down here. My up-downs.
Your up-downs.
My up-downs.
You need me to help pick you up?
Means like buns, calves, legs, feet, legs. Everything below the waist pretty much sore.
Pretty nice. Now that the wall is in place.
Oh, damn, that looks good.
Barricade in. We're going to mount the fridge to the wall, right?
Darn tootin'.
So I've been looking at the fridge back and a lot of it's encapsulated and I can't really find, like I really don't want to just drill holes willy-nilly into it because I don't want to drill a line, I don't want to drill through the fridge, and I want to use the existing frame. Well, the instructions say, oh, if you alter the fridge in any way, your warranty is voided. Well, here's to voiding warranties. Ooh. So I'm going to go over some options with Aaron and see what we end up coming up with.
See how we want to void the warranty.
Yeah, so hold on. We got to have a conversation. After a few minutes of deliberation, here's the plan that we have coming up to. So I was checking out the instructions and the instructions were saying, oh, please make sure that the fridge is about 3 inches away from the wall. So we're gonna have the fridge about 3 inches away from the wall so that it can have the proper cooling and stuff. The instruction says that it actually uses the walls of the fridge itself to cause cooling to happen. So if that helps disperse the heat from the unit, then we need to make sure that we kind of follow the instructions on that. So another thing is the voided warranty thing. Like it's saying, oh, if you alter our machine, you're gonna void your warranty. All right, well, you know what? Life's about risks and life doesn't come with a warranty, just to let you know.
We're voiding it.
So we're gonna void the warranty. And here's how we're gonna void the warranty. There is a nice, right here at the bottom, there's a nice bracket that the wheels are mounted to. That's a pretty stout piece of metal. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna create a little bracket that attaches to that. And then also here at the top, there are 2 little holes, one there and one right there. This whole camera thing, it's like everything is backwards and it's kind of weird trying to look at there we go, right there. So we're gonna mount a little piece of angle to that and get it all fixed to the wall. So if you have a unique fridge and you're trying to figure out how to mount it inside your Skoolie or van or whatever, this is definitely gonna show you how we're gonna do it, which is similar to how we did the washing machine, which when it goes on spin cycle, it shakes the whole bus and it is tight, tight, tight. So we're not worried about that thing going anywhere. So let's get to mounting this mofo. So first things first, we need to measure from the wall 3 inches and mark it. So I've got a little mark here with pencil at 3 inches. And then I made another mark a little bit away from that, about 1 inch, because that's where this starts. This ends and this starts. So we have to be able to know where our bracket's gonna sit on the floor for that. So we have the edge of the fridge right here. We want it lined up with the wall right here. This is where the back of the fridge starts. Here's where the metal bracket starts. And on the other side, we also have a line drawn right here, which signifies the edge of the fridge, the back of the fridge, and where that metal footing bracket right here starts underneath the fridge. So here is that metal bracket I was talking about just now. It's right here. So this is the back of the fridge, and then I have that other line right here for this face. And then the cleat is basically gonna sit on top of that. Same here on this side, but it's gonna be a smaller cleat so that it doesn't hit these grounding screws. And then the cleat will come down and out, and we'll have a mounting point that we can use lags to go through the subfloor. For the top, here is the top. Now I peeled this part up because this is just basically a little plastic cap on top of the fridge. And there is some square tubing up through here. So I think that if we use the screw holes that are pre-existing and screw in 2 more bolts into this square tube, but not past the square tube, so they have to be short, then we should be able to put 1 piece of angle iron across the top with 4 attachment points, which will then attach to a piece of wood that's going to be mounted to the not furring strips, that are going to be mounted to the studs that go through the wall here. So that'll be bolted in real good, and then the angle iron can go and attach to that, which will help maintain that 3 inches of space that the instructions say is a good idea, so that the fridge operates at its peak performance while we're traveling down the road in off-grid situations.
I don't think that our fridge has been operating at peak performance, actually, because it's been like icing up and dribble dripping in the back, and then icing up and then dribble dripping. So I think it probably was too close to the wall.
It was right up on the wall. Yeah.
So let's see what happens once we're 3 inches away.
Yeah, and I've noticed that since we pulled it away from the wall, there's a little tray down here. This is the condensate tray, and I've noticed that it has been draining, and you can see a little bit of liquid in there.
Wow.
And so that ends up evaporating due to the warmth of the compressor here. It'll actually help it to evaporate as it drains down. So that is doing its job. There's a little bit of liquid in there. You can see that. That's just water condensation from the fridge being a fridge, doing refrigerator things. So, and then this is the drain spout. So an option that I was thinking of also is, what if we connected this drain spout to a hose that went downstairs to the outside or whatever? That's an option too, but we're not going to do that here today. However, if we ever have issues with this, the condensation being too much and it doesn't evaporate fast enough, then we can always go and run a hose later on. But as of right now, I really don't want to run a drain line from there. I want to see if this unit can actually do what it's supposed to do and evaporate on its own, because they've probably run testing and it probably does. So let's hope that they're right. What do you say? Grabbing a few pieces because I'm trying to figure out what would be the best way to do this, and I've got some plans right up here, so we're going to be able to decipher which way. That's 1 inch angle iron, so that's good. This is 1.5 inches, and there's a little nubbin of some kind of square tube, so I think we're going to use this for one side of the cleat, and then probably use, like, that's not going to be much bigger, so we might just use that for both of the cleats, and I think that's probably long enough. We need 4 inches for one and about 3/4 inch for another, so that should be plenty right there. So we'll cut that into 2 pieces. There. This next piece is going to be 19 3/8 so that it fits between the frame of the unique fridge. Mounted something like that, but this needs to be cut down just a little bit. Now time to weld it together. dry fit this.
Yeah.
Left to right, it fits perfectly.
That's what happens when you take your time to measure.
Oh, thank you. I'm going to notch this out so that the power cord does not experience stress right there, but it looks like all the other, we might need to notch this out too. So let's see, let's go here to here. And something like that. Yep. And then we'll do a hole here. All right, that is all cut up. Now we're gonna deburr it and smooth it out. Perfect dry fit. Holy smokes. All right, let's see if we can get these holes drilled without damaging the unit. Perfect. All right, this time you're gonna push it the opposite direction.
Ooh, okay.
There we go. All right, pull it just a little bit. All right, set down. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. This part's where the pucker factor sets in, y'all.
Keep puckering. Silly puppy. You are going to love it in your home. All you need to do is slide into the hole.
Oh, there it goes. There it is.
Yeah, babe. Yeah, they're good. All right.
I'm not gonna latch that yet because I'm gonna do the other side.
Damn. Oh, that's such a great design. Good job. There's Garcia over there. Don't you touch my walls. Is your ass on that wall?
No, I don't think so.
All right. Is your back leaning against it?
No.
All right. I just barely. It's pushed up pretty much against it. No gaps. There it goes. It's in.
Did it come through?
Yeah, it's all in.
Oh, nice. Cool.
You done? You done?
Yes. So I'm not gonna latch these right now, but like once we're done messing with stuff, these spring clips will essentially pop into place like that, and that prevents it from just popping out on both sides.
Sweet. That looks so good. Good job, babe.
Yeah. So the last part on this is drilling in the bottom bracket to the back, and then fabbing a bracket for the front feet. So far though,
That looks solid.
that's pretty solid, and we haven't even drilled in the back ones yet.
Nice.
The back
Good
bottoms.
job.
Yeah. Boom.
Whoa. You're really reaming on that
That's
thing,
good.
eh?
We didn't even secure the front yet, but we're going to.
But you got the back, top, and bottom in, right?
Top and bottom
Yeah.
in.
Looks really good.
You want to take this stuff off?
Yeah, let's take it off, clean it up.
Or I'll take the top one off, and then you can take off the rest. Just because this one's too tall for you.
Oh, jeez. That's awfully kind of you to help me out like that.
I know.
Here we go.
Nice.
Look at beauty. All right, we're gonna polish that up. I'd say that's a pretty darn good use for the rear view mirror. Yeah. Got the shower set up. So nice. Oh my god.